Hello everyone and welcome back to Donut Like Donut Read. My name is Julius and with me today I have Clemens.
Introducing another member for trope. Ding.
I have John.
Greetings, normies. Intro to Duncan Tina Lap Dance. Ding.
And Luna.
Hi.
Yeah, and as you can gather, for this episode of Month Before Time, we're going to take a look at CinemaSins, but not the real CinemaSins. I don't think they ever made a Land Before Time video. I'm not sure. There might be one. I don't watch CinemaSins.
They could.
But basically, I found this guy who... This guy, Alex Pop, literally... made in the year 2015 he made a fake CinemaSins script for every Land Before Time movie. So
As was the style at the time.
that's the only thing he has on his account. It's just these 13 fake CinemaSins scripts.
Maybe this is his CinemaSins account. Like, he's got a separate account for his real stories, but this is where he puts all of his CinemaSins stuff.
Maybe this is the real Jeremy's burner account.
That's true.
The real
it's where
CinemaSins Jeremy
he
was
A/B
like...
tests scripts.
Yeah,
He knows all the movies. Yeah.
If we
He knows all the movies offhand, and then just...
If we dig
go
deeper,
on.
we find his Cinema Wins account on fanfiction.net.
That's actually a channel, and it's actually very wholesome.
Yes. You know.
Yeah, better than CinemaSins themselves, I'd say. And
Yeah,
Jeremy
it's less
was
cynical, it's a lot more fun.
the world isn't ready for my Land Before Time commentary. I have to hide it away on fanfic.net. Cliche.
Where no one would think to look.
Except me. So,
Yeah. I mean... I got a comment, Alex Pop, instead of writing it under every CinemaSins video, please do Land Before Time, he just cracked his knuckles and was like, fine, I'll do it myself.
yeah.
That's amazing. So, the brief background that I want to share, because Bob, we tried to record this with Bob and Bob and Punty, maybe Lexi, I don't remember, a while back, but it didn't work out. So basically, the point I wanted to share with him is basically, early SDC was a lot like CinemaSins, and the fact that they just roasted everything, joke or not, and how basically CinemaSins has no self-awareness of how pedantic he's being, or is doing it on purpose just to fuck with everybody.
I think Sean did a good video essay about this.
I think with CinemaSins the issue is also that they're just pumping out these videos since they're easy views, and I think what happens is they watch the movie and write the script during their first viewing, and I think that's where these points that are just bullshit come from. It's because they have it's bad oversight.
Yeah.
Just
And I said something
complacency,
about-
basically.
It says something about how they have some equation where they'll have a certain number of legitimate critiques and then a bunch of random joke critiques, and I find that questionable. That seems like something that you would say to cover your ass, but what do I know?
For this, I specifically remember looking up one of his more recent videos on Alien Romulus, and it's he looks at the opening credits and it's ooh, there's Dora in there! Come on, man, really? Really? That's the first thing? Oh, look, Dora exists, there's a Dora actor here!
And yeah, anyway, getting back from the real CinemaSins to Land Before Time fictional CinemaSins,
The real
had to-
CinemaSins.
yeah, let's pretend this is the real CinemaSins. So
Alex Jeremy Pop.
let's I had of course the pleasure to choose one of these, and I chose the fourth one just because it was one of the ones I think I rewatched most. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's one of the ones I had on video cassette, and I rewatched this one quite a lot. It's one of the ones where I remember most from, so that's why I chose 4. I think all 3 of you said that you either haven't watched Land Before Time movies at all, or like only the first one, so...
If I ever watched a Land Before Time movie, it was like playing in the background at like a daycare while I was playing my 3DS, so I don't know.
I owned the original, Stone of Cold Fire, and the second one. I didn't watch the rest, because it was because I was at an age that I didn't know the rest existed, really. Or cared to.
Yeah, probably.
Really.
Well, I watched Stone of Cold Fire and maybe the second one I don't even remember, but not as often as this one, so I don't remember that much about those movies, like when it comes to the actual scene, so... Oh yeah, we're doing everything wrong with Land Before Time 4, so the description says, we consider this to be the best of all the LBT sequels. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, best one is... What was the one where they were on the island with Chomper's parents? I think the 5th one?
I think the best one was the one where they met with Edgy Sharptooth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of wax philosophy about morality and size and how the children yearn to be asteroided.
So he threw Tyranno in the quicksand, and then the story it just ended. It didn't even have a conclusion. The movie just ended.
The desire to just take a trip to Mexico and just stay in that crater and just look up at the sky begging for a part 2.
So great animation, great songs, great new characters. It's just one level below being on par with the original. Yeah, but there's still a pot of sins at the end of this double rainbow.
Oh my god, it's full on old reference all the way across.
I mean, it's 2015. Was it old then?
Fair enough. I imagine that it was old by then, especially when the internet age was like speeding up.
Yeah, 2015. It wasn't a new movie back then either.
Everything wrong with the Land Before Time 4 Journey Through the Myths in 7 minutes or less. Spoilers. Da.
I imagine instead of like the clangs, like, you know, that's in that, I imagine just 2 frying pans being smashed together.
I'm going to set my stopwatch, but I don't need to because I can assure you that this video is going to be over in 7 minutes, and everyone watching at home, don't move your mouse or check the bar for the video length at all. If you do it, it means you don't trust us and you hate us.
Also, I have King Crimson, so, you know.
Whatever that means.
King Crimson, that's a JoJo stand. It allows you to erase time and lead past it. Don't ask questions.
Okay.
Millions and millions of years ago.
Okay, we get it. Ding.
What was that in the background? What was that noise?
It's like, what do you mean the first line of the movie, we don't, what do you mean? We don't get it. What if it's a...
I don't want narration on my movie. Come on.
Especially
get the movie over
this
with.
Age. At the age of when I first saw Land Before Time, like, I didn't even know what... I had just grasped object permanence. This very well could be the first movie that a kid could have ever seen of this series.
So you're like, what,
you just get the movie over with. I don't even want to watch this movie. I want to get back to, I don't know, gaming.
Last time I was 12. In the cinema, I had to Google the ending of the movie because they had a giant spoiler screen in front of me.
And also, Luna, I was not 12. Let's get this correct. I was 11.
The weather, the plants, and the animals were beginning to transform.
And thus began the Dinobots. Ding!
Were beginning to evolve. I'm sorry, I just had to immediately think of Leo now.
Factually incorrect, sir. The Transformers came here after they crashed in a spaceship. If the Dinobots were there, they would have happened after the crash.
Okay, if you all support us on Patreon, we can hire a writer who will write CinemaSins Leo Generations.
Just watch his brain melt out of his ears.
Still, despite life changes happening in the outside world, life in the Great Valley remained the same. Pretty sure they don't have that grammatical error in the movie.
Grammatical error, ding. I mean,
yeah.
What is the Great Valley? The Garden of Eden? Ding. How did Spike get in leaf pile without them noticing? There wasn't much time for him to do so. Ding. Okay, thanks for not describing the scene of
You forgot to write the scene.
Thing one, yeah, that's kind of how it works. It's either Promised Land or Promised Land or Garden of Eden. Yeah, that's how allegory works.
What is that? Allegory in my children's movie? I can't believe it. Ding.
And Spike got in the leaf pile without them noticing because that's what the script said.
I haven't felt genuine happiness in 5 years. Ding!
I've never known the sweet touch of a woman. Ding! She does not getting a lap dance.
Grandma washes Littlefoot's face with her tongue.
Couldn't Littlefoot have washed his own face in, I don't know, the King water? Ding!
Oh, how dare animals display affection.
It's not like animals actually use their tongues to, like, wash themselves.
It's
not like
themselves.
What's happening in real life. It's also not like the scene is, like you said, John, supposed to convey to us that she has affection for Littlefoot.
Everyone knows that dinosaurs have opposable thumbs. She doesn't need to be using her tongue. She has hands.
Yeah. The famous scene where Littlefoot pushed the rock with his thumbs.
Yeah, she could have dipped him in the fucking water. A family of turtles are seen swimming while Grandpa speaks. They're a migrating herd!
Okay, time to bring out an oldie but a goodie. Migrating! It's the old stilted acting Littlefoot from Mysterious Littlefoot back again.
We should just redub the whole movie.
There was a YouTuber I did that. They did the entirety of the Shrek movie, but in ASMR with a bunch of different actors.
I need to see that as soon as possible.
It's Gibi, I think.
What was the point of the turtles in that scene? Was it to illustrate something migrating? If so, it's about as evident as the two ornaments falling off the tree to show independence and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Ding!
What?
It was clearly evident enough for you to make the connection.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Again, children's film. You gotta be so pedantic.
I'm sorry.
Oh, who am I kidding?
I am sorry,
fake.
I'm sorry, fake Jeremy. That I'm sorry, fake Jeremy. That this children's movie is too hard for you to understand. It's too hard to grasp
fake honest
the clear visual metaphors.
I mean,
where's fake honest trailers, guys, when you need him? Because at least he says it in a cool little voice, you know. Instead of just picking things apart.
Littlefoot, why don't you lead the way?
Okay, I know Littlefoot saw them come into the Great Valley, but how does he know where they are going to next? Why have him lead? Ding!
I know, he's probably seeing them since they're very easy to spot.
Yeah, like they couldn't have talked off screen, hey, we are going to the Great Valley.
Oh, it's not like, you know, they didn't... Again, I never saw this movie, so it's like, so them saying like, so maybe this is the scene where they meet the new herd, and they're like, how do they know to go there?
Yeah,
I imagine that they just.
Littlefoot before saw them coming in, but I guess fake Jeremy's question right now is, how does he know where the herd is currently to lead his grandparents there? And to that I would say, Like, either he could just see them because they're a herd of longnecks and they're giant, or, they're seeing the other guys from the Great Wall-E walking up there because they're all wanting to meet the new guys. So you could just follow them. Go where they're going.
And also, if this didn't happen, he would just say, "You're telling me that he didn't manage to see the fucking giant herd of dinosaurs just walking 10 feet away from you?" Ding.
You can't win with CinemaSins. You can't.
Yeah, they could have had a scene where they explain, so-and-so explained that they were going to meet up at this specific place, and then he would be like, unnecessary scene explaining stuff we didn't need to see. And then that will, like Luna said, you can't win. You get dinged every time.
The only way to win is to not play, but you have no choice but to play the game, so you always lose. Life's a lot like that.
No, if you don't play, then they're gonna be like, where's the fucking movie, ding?
Yeah, exactly. There's no way to win.
Where's the fucking movie?
Everything wrong with nothing.
Everything wrong with the vast expanse of the void. Spoilers. Duh.
Everything wrong with nothing in no minutes or less.
Everything wrong with standing in front of the theater and not going in to see the movie.
Everything wrong with the mechanism.
It's like how did this guy, it's like he's narrating his own monkey, like, how the fuck did this guy walk up to me? how did this other guy not notice he's about to get stabbed?
Why did the theater employees throw me out after I kept interrupting the movie? Ding!
He keeps saying ding throughout the screening, and everyone's mad at him.
His last the light fades his eyes. He sees the archangel about to take him, and his last words on this earth he says are, "Scene does not get to the lap dance." Ding.
He gets back outside, and there is a police officer, and he's like, body cam of a policeman not working cliche. Ding.
My bitch of a wife serves me with divorce papers. Ding.
Scene does not get to the lap dance. Ding. That's good.
I'm fine, Grandma. Really? She moves on and Grandma begins to look worried.
Oh, S beep it. No, I'm not. Ding.
Yes, fake Jeremy, that is indeed what happened in the scene. Yes, indeed, Grandpa said he was fine when he was in fact not fine. I think you'll find that this is also a thing that happens in real life, where people underestimate how bad their condition is, or they think they need to keep going even though they're sick. But yeah, good observation.
Great. You got object permanence. You got basic human behavior. Now all we need to do is, I'll get back to you on that. Oh, now tell me, how was your climate, darling?
I don't remember her talking like that. But...
A powerhouse. Her voice is coming back.
Also, the land of mist is just New Jersey. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's smog.
They replaced the old one with a bed with big titties, minus 20 cents. I mean, what a way to greet somebody. Ding.
Sarah, would you miss me?
Sarah started thinking about it.
Well, don't think too hard about it. Ding.
These aren't sins. These are just nothing.
Excuse me.
You're just talking to the characters in a sarcastic way. There's no sin here.
Excuse me, sir. How did I did not expect you to not understand that a child being asked this question out of the blue would take a minute to collect their thoughts about the situation.
No, I wouldn't immediately know what to say. These stupid children don't know anything, unlike me. if you really want to know, you have to catch me first.
What's that going to prove? Ding, what are they? Are they children playing? No, I can't believe it. Ding, ding, ding,
Is
ding,
that
ding.
what's called dodging the question because it's kind of awkward? And she'd rather just play catch instead to get his mind off that? No.
Or like
No,
she
it's not
understands that this is
possible.
or possibly she has some degree of emotional intelligence to be like, oh shit, he's going through some hard times right now. Maybe we to lighten the mood, we play for a bit, then he'll feel better.
Maybe.
God forbid someone tries to do something that you don't like.
God actually does forbid that. Actually, that's why it's a sin.
Well, that's why the dinosaurs died out.
That's very true. That's very true. Want to play with me, Littlefoot?
Sure.
Great. Not it. You're it.
She pecks Littlefoot on the cheek.
Do dinosaurs even kiss?
It's like a kiss on the cheek.
Oh. But, like, the idea is, like, weird... Okay, I'm thinking too deeply into this, but, like, the idea of a kiss on the cheek is, like, it's weirdly, like, referential to, like, kiss on the mouth, you know? So it's, like, affectionate, but, like, you know, in a
have you never seen,
kind of way.
Have you never seen, like, I don't know, like, French people or, like, Italian people or, like, greeting each other?
No, that's sort of the thing, yeah. Like, that's sort of like my point. Like, the act of kissing, like, on the cheek means that there has to be an act of kissing on the mouth, you know? And how would dinosaurs even have the thought to kiss?
I don't know where you're going with it. I genuinely do not know, like, where... I don't know what you're on about.
Like, think about this. Do you, picture a dinosaur making out. It's weird. Like, there's no way that, like, a dinosaur would think would naturally occur.
John, I don't know if you've noticed, but they act in humanoid in some degrees, just so the audience can relate more.
And it's, like, on the side of the face, not the... It's on, like, the side of the face, not the... I genuinely don't get where this confusion is.
I'm just thinking of like the mechanics of it, because some dinosaurs like Sarah couldn't because they have like beaks or like something like that.
Just like a little
John, I'm afraid you're turning into Jeremy now.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm excited. I want to learn more.
John is turning into the kid show rants, and he's like, they should have just CGI hyper-realistic dinosaurs that acted like dinosaurs.
Well, I don't get it. Why don't they look like real dinosaurs? Come on,
the
get
Lion
technology
King,
now.
but it's just them falling around lines with cameras, with the occasional soundtrack change. There's no dialogue.
Yeah.
I mean, we already had Disney's dinosaur. We don't need animated dinosaurs anymore. Those were just real dinosaurs.
The new live-action remake of Lion King would have been so much... was great, but it would have made it perfect if Nala was just throwing ass at Simba.
It would have been better if it was actual live action.
Yeah, honestly, at that point, with how much CGI the lions were at a certain point, it's like, baby girl, this is an animated movie.
Would have been the modern version of Roar.
Okay, back to the peck on the cheek.
Yes.
Scene does not contain a sauropod lap there. Oh,
Fuck you!
I've kicked it. That's fanfiction stuff.
You capitalized the two F's you
Hey,
hacked.
Jeremy, those are children!
Yeah.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Okay, for that fake Jeremy, you're getting at least
You're going to the
50
mines.
50 cents from fake Birdman. And I'm Sarah, a freehorn, of course.
What made Sarah decide to declare what kind of dinosaur she is? Ding.
Not get read too much into that one. That one's just...
I mean, if a person... You'll find out... You'll know for that... I mean, you'll know a person's from New York because they'll tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
Well, it just happens that freehorns can be very scary. Ali hides her head under a little foot.
Siva's face alone is enough to frighten anyone. Ding.
Dude, she's a kid.
I don't even know if that's supposed to be... Is that supposed to be just an observation? Haha, Sarah's so scary, lol. Or is it supposed to be, why is she getting scared of Sarah? Like, I don't know if this is supposed to be sarcastic or not.
Sarah is teeny compared to Littlefoot in this scene. Ding.
Well, can't see it, so I guess we'll have to take him by his word. Although this makes me ask, how am I supposed to consume this and see what he means? Because I can't exactly sync this up perfectly with the movie because I don't know what scene, like at what exact timestamp this would apply.
If you have the movie up in a separate tab, like he's perfectly set up like the word length so that it all lines up if you're like you can read it if you're reading it aloud along. The movie's only 7 minutes long.
She's not scared, she's stuck up.
Get her
Hypocrisy. Ding.
Yes, that is in fact a flaw of this character.
It's
Indeed.
Yeah, it's just congratulations. You're seeing her like bigotry being inherited in real time. Congratulations,
yes,
you figured that out.
Jeremy. Yes, fake Jeremy. You figured it out. You got it.
You win a prize.
Why are they still making characters with flaws? By now we should have progressed to perfect characters.
So true. Unironically, that's how people talk online.
To be fair, you get the feeling with Sarah that she just resets all of what she's learned in the previous movies in like every movie.
I hate it when that happens.
To me, as someone who's never seen the movie, I'm like, I interpreted that as like her trying to be playful with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
I don't know exactly from what scene this is, but I think this is probably genuine, knowing her. Because I think it's like all new people, and also I might be jealous that you're focusing on her now, so that sounds like in character for her, if I remember this correctly.
Gee!
Gee! It sure is boring around here.
I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos!
I wonder what Sharptooth is doing. What is that stone? That is the stone of cold fire.
Your darlings, Sharptooth and his minions have released Oncorodine. Oh, Jesus.
I love that it's Rouge. Ellie starts making weird faces. Littlefoot cracks up.
Weird faces always make anything better, don't they? Ding.
This is not a sin. You're just saying stuff.
I can't pick apart every line because then like I'd just be part of the problem.
Babe, stop saying dumbest things. You're not even making sense.
Crying girl and ignorant boy meme trope. Ding.
Get her ass. Ding.
Where is Littlefoot?
Over there, annoyed with her.
Jealous are you, Sarah? Remember that you are Triceratops. Ding.
Fake Jeremy, these are still children. Not everything has to be about sex. I don't know.
But also,
I don't know what to say.
But also, if you're going to go down that route, which I don't know why you would, if I may quote you from a few sins ago, that's fanfiction stuff.
Yeah. And, like, not go to fanfiction either. It's the bad kind of fanfiction.
It's with dinosaur impreg or something. I don't even know what I'm saying.
It's the type of dinosaur fanfic where the spirit of Littlefoot's mother goes into someone's corpse. I hope that I don't remember the schedule. I hope I'm not spoiling anything.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. What I didn't catch that. You laughed too much.
Forget it. You'll see soon enough.
You'll find out.
Oh, okay. The Night Flower.
Members of Ali's Herd Chatter. I guess we have to say this all at once. In 3, 2, 1.
The Night Flower.
The Night
yes,
Flower.
Golden petals.
Yes, golden petals. I don't think that's how you spell petals.
Golden.
They're petals.
Yeah, they're
like with a
riding,
bike.
Yeah, they're talking about this sweet ride called the Night Flower. It's a bicycle.
We're supposed to ride a bike
with great difficulty.
What the hell are they chattering about? Bikes?
It literally says what they're chattering about. What are you talking about? They literally said it out loud, dude.
Who will take me to the Night Flower?
Everyone backs away.
Ali's herd addicts to Grandpa. Ding.
Not really. He's not here in the scene. I don't think so.
He's being such a dick to Grandma, he's using the wrong name.
Well, it's kind of dickish that the adults in the movie are all chickening out because they don't want to go there, and then the kids go because no one else will. So they sneak off and put themselves in danger. And obviously, that's because the movie needs to happen. This is just a classic CinemaSins moment of, oh, how convenient that things happen just so the conflict can happen.
It's like best you
because it's like fake Jeremy. That is how that works. Because if they went with Grandma there, then the movie wouldn't happen. I don't know what to tell you.
It's like when James Cameron talked to the Mythbusters, how they could prove that Jack could have survived on the door for the 18 minutes until rescue arrived. He's like, yeah, but it's in the script. It would have been a bad movie otherwise.
Yes, Jeremy, you can in fact have characters do the wrong thing in movies so the conflict can happen. This is a possibility.
Yeah, sometimes characters can do stupid things and make wrong decisions. A good tragedy is one where the character makes a dumb decision, but it's the kind of decision where that's the only decision that character would have made with the kind of person they are. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
To be fair, the herd would have seen some shit, and the mist country or whatever is pretty dangerous, so it's not like they don't have a point at all. So, yeah.
Oh, well, that's the thing. It's just too dangerous.
It's too dangerous, Klish. Ding.
It's such a cliché.
These movies and their cliches.
Forgetting the accent over the and cliché Klish. Ding.
The place they actively went away from is dangerous. How illogical?
This is most illogical. Ding. I want to help you watch Grandpa.
You can help me by getting some rest.
You can help by not helping, Klish. Ding.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
How would he actually help in this situation, motherfucker? Tell me, do you want the grandma to send her child away to the dangerous mist country?
The children yearn for adventure. The children
I guess they do,
adventure.
but do you really want grandma to just give in and say, yeah, sure, you kids, go there alone. I don't care.
Yeah,
Jeremy
is like...
well-being.
Fake Jeremy in this case is like, my 3-year-old son wants to help me in the kitchen. Okay, instead of saying you can help me by playing with your toys, I say, okay, you can help me by cutting the vegetables.
Yes, let the kids go out how to be asteroided because yearn for asteroiding.
Is that the young pterodactyl who offered Littlefoot's cherry in the first movie? If so, I'd be down for knocking a sin of reverse Ding.
I'll
Yeah,
go,
sure.
but we can't take the others.
Huh?
See, if we take them, it'll only slow us down.
Yeah, we all know that's the only reason. Ding.
Shut up, fake Jeremy.
Right off there, author. I was gonna let you walk away with the cherry line, but nope.
I wasn't.
Nope.
Mimicking Ellie. Oh, Littlefoot, I'm afraid. Your friends are so scary.
Our friends are so scary.
Die.
You are friends.
Sarah is still a brat. Ding. Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Reverse ding.
Okay, thing one. She's not really a brat. She's calling out her fucking, doe-eye racism behavior.
I mean, she is also a brat. I actually agree with fake Jeremy on this one. I don't say if I'd call it a sin of the movie, though.
Yeah, that's just... You could have put that on the beginning, literally the first sin before the narrator.
Character is acting as their character. Ding. No.
Hiring actors for your movie cliché. Ding.
But yeah, Sarah is a brat at that scene from a German animation. We'll see when the video comes out.
I can't wait.
When do we get the CinemaSins Dingo Pictures fanfic written by Julius?
I mean, not even what I was referencing, but okay. Yeah, that would also be good.
I'm Littlefoot!
I'm Littlefoot, I'm Littlefoot, I'm Little...
I'm Littlefoot!
His voice echoes several times.
Foot Little!
You can't be down here. If you're up here, can you?
I don't think so! I don't think so! So.
Haha. Wait, is that really the first time they heard an echo? Ding!
For all we know,
Yes.
it could be.
Yes. If they don't know what it is yet, then yes.
It's not like they're A, dinosaurs, and B, children. Oh, sorry, go on.
She probably made that story up.
I did not. Old one, send him to the principal's office and have her expelled.
You're my class, not the other way around.
You're in my herd. I know everything.
And you know nothing.
No, nothing.
With your parents.
The greatest scene of all time. The greatest line of all time. Let's be real here.
We should, guys. Oh god, we should totally look up a Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Oh my god,
We should, yes. I'm going for
yes. I would love every second of it. Unironically,
It's an old enough... Hold on, let me do a quick little check. It's an old enough fandom that there might... If there's anything, it's probably going to be more on, What? Huh. That's weird. There's nothing there.
What?
What the fuck? There's nothing there. It's...
What the fuck?
Hold on. Is it called The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
The Adventures, yes.
Okay, hold on. That changes things. Hold on. Yep, okay. Okay. Over, under, 100. Call it now.
Perfect.
Over,
okay.
Over, under 100.
Okay, sweet. Cool.
No, over or under. Guess. Over or under.
Fuck. Over 100.
Okay. Any other guesses?
No.
It's under. There's 71.
Oh,
Oh,
still, nice.
Yeah.
What do we do now?
What do you think, Spike?
Why are Ducky and Petrie even questioning if Ali's telling the truth? That they really think that she and Littlefoot might be playing a prank on them? Ding!
They should listen to them without question or hesitation. Like good soldiers.
yeah.
Also, he used more words when they could have said the lie reveal. He used more words when they could have used the oh no, oh great, it's a lie revealed story again. Ding.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was clumsily said, but you
Well,
get
it's
my
not a
my
liar
point.
revealed story in this case.
Oh shoot, never mind then. Statement retracted. Shing.
Frustrated. Oh.
My response to you, Sarah. Ding.
Got her.
Get her ass.
Ha. Hey, you don't have any teeth.
And that automatically makes him harmless. Ding. Archie's snout is green in
how
this shot.
exactly
Ding.
does the red? I think that's what he's talking about. The fucking red thing. How exactly do you think would that thing harm them without teeth?
It's a... Oh, wait, he's a goddamn sea turtle. How the hell... There's no way a sea turtle would
was
be
it a
like
sea turtle?
a threat to...
I don't
looked
know
up
what
Archie
scene
Land
this
Before
is.
Time, and it says... It's
Oh,
a
he
male
says Archie.
Archelon.
Wait, what was this? I don't remember the scene. Before Time, Archie.
It's possible It's possible peeps forgot, you know.
Oh, that's when they were... Oh, I fucking forgot this character. Yeah, I'm sorry, I thought they were talking about the red thing, not no. I remembered that they were stuck in a cave, but I forgot that... I forgot there was this turtle with them.
Julius hasn't perfect memory. Ding.
Yeah.
He's forgotten it, so now you have to.
Yeah, I guess that guy could harm them with teeth, so maybe fake Jeremy has a point. He's like way bigger than them. I'm looking at Littlefoot besides him.
Oh, hang on, let me see first. That's fair, let me see for size. Oh, I see your point.
He could just crush him with his body, probably.
That is the difference between a stone and a boulder.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, you make a great point. First one. One good point. Out of however many.
Archie's snout is green in this shot. Ding.
I don't know what they're referencing.
Probably some kind of animation
Looking
error.
at pictures of the character, yeah. But isn't this not always green? Whatever.
Sounds like he's critiquing an animation error.
In which case, it would be a
Found
sin.
an irregularity. Okay, so... Archie tries to move a rock.
First of all, that rock is stuck in the ground. Second, you might want to focus more on rocks that are piled up on each other rather than ones that aren't even blocking your way. Ding.
Dill appears.
Wait, why didn't Dill nab Littlefoot earlier when she saw him trapped behind the rock slide? Maybe because her vision is blurry, she didn't really see him and was only smiling because she remembered a funny joke or something. Ding.
Wait, what the fuck? Dill was a... Wait, Dill's female? What?
Hang on a second.
Now my mind is being blown.
Yeah, according to the wiki, Itchy is a guy and Dill is a lady.
I had no idea.
Why was Dill smiling? Was she probably remembering a funny fanfic like CinemaSins Everything with Land Before Time 3?
I'll eat you like a golden July.
Did any of the songwriters realize that the calendar hasn't been invented yet? Ding.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Jeez. What were they thinking?
Yeah, that's like giving a ding because dinosaurs can talk in this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Littlefoot!
Archie! It's my friends!
If Littlefoot can hear them from the other side of the wall, why doesn't he try communicating with them? Ding.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why don't you try communicating?
It's because either they're like 50 feet away!
They are both pretty slow, so how did Archie get so far ahead of Dill? Ding.
Because the script says so.
Yes. Also, wait, let me... I just wanna... Oh, Dill was... Wait, what? Oh, I was looking up who was voicing Dill in the German version, and I guess it was a woman. Okay. It was a woman with a deep voice for my in my defense.
I would
always assumed that was just a guy, but I guess not.
I always get I do get the thought of like the how could a bird be outsped by a turtle and a sauropod, respectively. So you got two out of however many.
I mean, sea turtles when they
In the water, but not on land.
I mean, where are they? Are they in the water or are they on land? We don't know because we can't see the scene.
That's true.
You should have probably described the scene. You should have given stage directions probably, so we'd know where this happened.
If I may quote fake Jeremy, where the fuck are we? You're not telling us. Ding.
Yeah, literally.
Can I help, Sarah?
Sure. Stay out of my way.
Okay then, bitch.
You can help by not helping, Klish. Again. Ding.
Shut up. Sarah charges forward, causing a huge hole in the rock slide.
Holy S beep it. Have I underestimated Sarah this entire time? Ding.
Why is that a sin?
It's not a sin taken off.
It should be a sin
Shouldn't
for
that
you.
be something positive according to your logic?
Also, critic has not seen the first movie. Ding. Because if she saw the first movie, he would know that Sarah's feats of strength are move bolder.
Yeah.
While watching this movie, I left my food on the heating thing, and it burned. Ding.
Also, Petrie's teeth chatter. The teeth are chattering.
It's a cartoon thing. We can move past that.
No. The teeth are talking to each other.
No, it's like chattering. It's like when you're cold. The thing was like when your teeth are kind of like hitting against each other because you're scared or cold. So you're shaking.
Oh yeah, so you also call that chattering.
Chattering teeth.
Yeah, then cut it out.
That being said, I would have loved that idea where it's like how in like Chowder, his wisdom tooth is actually a sentient being that's like lives in his mouth. Me not afraid. Me terrified.
I'm still questioning why Petrie has teeth. Ding.
Why is your own doubts a sin for someone else?
Yeah.
Honestly, I the better line would have been me too, but mostly because I'm afraid of how Petrie got his teeth. Tell me that still fits the theme without being like being slightly more relevant to the exact moment, you know?
Maybe.
At least that would be a joke.
For sure.
Instead of like, why is this anthropomorphized dinosaur anthropomorphized? Oh, I don't understand.
As a scientist, he's firmly against the anthropomorphization of animal behavior.
The fog here is making Sarah visible.
There she is.
Here she
So
is.
much for...
If you get lost in the mist, you stay lost.
Ding.
Yes, fake Jeremy. Hyperbole is a thing.
Yeah,
Do you mean hyperbole?
Hyperbole, yeah, sorry.
it's a thing.
No, you're good.
It doesn't have to be like
Sure.
a lie. It could a hyperbole. It could just be like a thing said by like a 7-year-old doesn't know better.
Yeah. Yeah, that is probably,
Julius?
and in the context of the movie, that is probably what the old one would have told her. Like, that is probably what she would believe, judging by how, like, the old one talked about this place, so yeah.
Yeah.
A herd of Struthiomimus charges toward Littlefoot and his friends.
Revenge of Ozzy and Strut. Ding.
Yay! I don't know who
Well, revenge
I
is
don't know
a
who they
sin.
are.
John, they are the ones who made, they are the ones who are also in War Fanfic.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Now known as Twilight Valley. Well, now known as nothing because it was discontinued, but yeah.
Walter
Exodus.
abandons his fanfic project. Cliché. Ding.
They never get to finish that dang kush. Ding. It begins raining.
Ding.
There's a tree we can hide under.
Trees are as hard to find as dinner for Ozzy. Ding.
You already made your one Aussie reference. We don't need another. Thank you very much.
Dil and Itchy came all that way down just to attack the gang. I'm sure there was food closer than them. Do the kids just look like running middle fingers to the predators in these movies? Ding.
Yes.
Yeah, why not? Why go look for something bigger when there's a guaranteed snack literally right there?
Yeah. Also, weren't they before in the cave where there was like nothing? And I don't think we saw, like, in thinking back to the movie, I think up to that point there weren't like any big herbivores or anything, like any big prey in the Valley of Mist either. So yeah, I don't know what food would have been closer than them, if I'm being honest here. Itchy's eyes bulge out for a brief second. How nice dessert!
What was up with Itchy's eyes there? Did he have the binoculars from the VHS cover implanted into his head? Ding.
What
Perfect,
are you talking
Jeremy.
about?
You see, in cartoons, sometimes movements are exaggerated.
Hold on. What Land Before Time VHS has a pictogram of binoculars on it?
I have no idea what he's referencing.
Why do people leave halfway through the conversation when I talk to them? Ding.
He's just a wild young like guy. You're fine.
Hey guys,
Nice.
you don't have to worry anymore. Ellie and me are friends.
Weak. Ding.
Wait.
You made us
Wait. So all this time you've been complaining about Sarah being a brat, and now that she's getting better, that's also bad? You really
You can't
win
win.
with fake Jeremy here.
You truly can't win.
Yeah, you can't win because I'm base and red-pilled. Ding.
Yeah, actually, since the last comment, I realized that friendship is for weaklings. Friendship is for woke liberals. I don't want nothing of that.
I don't have any friends, thanks to the woke.
Yeah.
Sarah's eyes keep shifting in parts of this movie. Knowing that, I must not have been underestimating her. She just grew to the size of a rhinoceros to when she busted the hole in the wall. Ding.
Yeah. Guess that's at least a joke. I give you that one, fake Jeremy. I'm taking one half of a sin off. Think we need a countdown. Or is that Ali? No, wait. Is that Ali or is that all?
I thought that said, I read that as being all, but I think it's hard to tell.
I think
I read it
that's
as being
just supposed to be a stand-in for them singing the song. So I guess that is supposed to be all. In 3, 2, 1. Take
all swords.
All swords.
The song ends and the shot pans up to a sunset sky.
Wait a minute, is this the end? What about Littlefoot's grandpa? Oh, not a ding for once.
Wait for it.
After the screen fades to black, it fades back to Dill looking at the audience angry.
Oh, well, sorry, Dill. The shot was panning up to the sky at a high note. It felt conceivable that the film was ending. Ding.
Fake Jeremy, that's not... You can have a shot like that without the film ending. What are you talking about?
Well, of course you can. It's just sinful.
I guess, yeah. According to fake Jeremy, at least.
Yep, from the Book of Jeremy.
Dill bites through the last bit of tree stuck on Itchy's neck, causing a lot of dust to fly.
What's with all the dust? All Dill did was bite part of a tree. Ding.
What's the deal with all the dust? What's up with that?
What is the deal with dust?
What's the deal with airline food? Ding.
What's the deal with tree stars? The dust clears, revealing a hilarious shot of an angry, itchy, cracked eye, pupils, wings on hips, crazy feathers and everything.
Ha ha ha, even Anna Robinson just busted a gut. Remove 2 sins, 2 reverse
Am I supposed to know who that is?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Who's Anne Robinson?
Let me Google that.
Crazy that we've gotten so much done in less than 7 minutes.
British journalist and TV show host, I guess.
I'm sure that's relevant.
Host of the quiz show The Weakest Link.
Oh, okay, well I know what that is.
I don't know. Is there maybe that's a joke that the real CinemaSins makes? I don't know.
Maybe.
Or it's another Anne Robinson. I don't know.
Littlefoot and Ellie switch places while sleeping. Ding.
Okay.
Tickles grabs Dill's tail and she doesn't notice.
Dill's tail is as numb as that part of Tom from Tom and Jerry. Ding.
Okay.
Yay. Cartoons. I love comparing cartoons.
Yeah, no, I love that you know cartoons exist. It's super cool.
This is almost a span of the time, like when... I don't know.
Oh, jeez, Lois, this was with the time when Jeremy from CinemaSins was living with us.
Tom and Jeremy. Tom just wants to make a movie and then Jeremy does like his little jokes and it upsets Tom every time. Then he tries to catch him. Petrie and Itchy fly in opposite directions trying to get the other to let go of Ducky, stretching her out in the process.
Duck o' war. Ding.
It wasn't that great of a joke.
Oh. Ducky. Holy as beep it. He speaks. That was awesome. Take another 2 off. 2 reverse things.
Yeah,
Ducky
I can't wait for him to
slow.
not do that for any of the other movies again.
Ducky falls slower than Not does. Ding.
This makes Itchy with her tail and he gets sent flying like a dart in a steady line.
This is funny and all, but couldn't Itchy have just thrown out of dart position? Ding.
What if I threw you like a dart? You see how easy it is to get a dart position,
Yeah.
clown?
No, it's like, oh yeah, excuse me for not using my Dark Souls like strafe button.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Littlefoot. I know we'll meet again someday. Some sunny day.
Well, of course. With so many sequels underway, you're bound to show up sooner or later. Ding.
Well, bye, I guess, dick.
Okay, but why is that a sin? Yeah.
Can't do anything in this house. This place is a nightmare.
Nightmare.
Also, I guess this was supposed to be Jeremy saying this, but it's not bold, so this is just the narrator again. Ellie's eyes are red in this shot when they're supposed to be blue.
Whoa. Oh, no, I think
green.
I think that was supposed to be the narrator because Jeremy is reacting to that.
I guess.
Whoa, I thought that was Littlefoot at first. Pay attention to eye color, guys. Ding.
No, you don't
entirely.
get it. You don't get it. Her eyes turned red because she was going into her hyper form. And she could already feel the powers inside of her.
Movie Sin Tally 47. Nice.
This is worse than the time I went into the city of the Great Valley and I became Allie. And then I had to drive the race against Dill and Itchy.
Okay.
This is worse than the time I walked into Newport City.
And then
Bonus
Littlefoot
round.
came into the real world and he was just called Linus.
Screams. We have 3 plus 2s, 16 plus 1s, and plus 3 and a plus 5. Movie tally 77.
Hold on, you can't just do a scream. You can't do a scream bonus round like in a fic. We can't hear the screams.
Yeah.
Sentence: Lost in the mists.
If you get lost in the mist, you stay lost.
And in case you were wondering, the original VHS cover for the movie did in fact feature Ichi holding a pair of binoculars. Inside gag or anachronistic blunder, you be the judge.
Oh no!
Excuse me.
Oh no!
You missed the opportunity.
No, they got us. We were like, oh well, what binoculars? Why would there be binoculars? And then they revealed the context, and now we have done what CinemaSins always does. We
branded
this as a sin, just because we didn't know the
no.
context.
Oh, I thought they meant like
later we got the context, so.
I mean, I thought they meant like an actual collectible.
Hold.
I thought they meant like collectible binoculars that come with it, like how one of the Barbie movies comes with like a what's it called? Like a 3D glasses.
Hold on, you're telling me you had the chance to have 2 sins for 1 and you didn't take it?
What, 1 sin per lens?
No, not only this. You could have had the sin for not having the binoculars, then you could have had the sin for showing the binoculars on the thing. It's a classic 2-for-1 special.
To be fair,
Guys,
I don't think the real CinemaSins has ever sinned covers of movies, like DVD covers.
Yeah, but
Like
always
it's not part
remember,
of the actual movie.
Jesus died on the cross for our CinemaSins.
Yeah.
Lord.
Okay, we have 2 reviews.
Let me see what we got here. Okay, from Mario Quaid. Not only do I agree on the fact that this is the best out of the sequels, I love that do the kids just look like running middle figures to the predators in the movies, Joe? I really bursted out laughing out loud and couldn't control myself for minutes. You know what, Mario? I'm really glad you're able to find joy in the simple things.
Yeah. Definitely. We lost that, unfortunately, we lost that ability a long time ago.
Yeah,
I wish something like that would make me, like, laugh out loud for multiple minutes.
And from the Grey Coincidence, whose profile I can best be described as like a true crime screenshot of a ferret, I am begging you to continue with this series as I find it simply putting a smile on my face every day. You are by far my favorite CinemaSins writer/presenter ever. Please continue.
There's more.
Additional, do you know a website where I can get the full movie transcripts? I think you are, and always will be wonderful. Please continue soon. Please! You're awesome. Correct use of your. I want to say, notice how he did compliments, and then he asked for something and sandwiched it with more compliments. Did you guys notice this?
Yeah.
I was more distracted by the big ass like please.
Exactly.
No,
so you didn't notice the
hang on,
request.
It's more like, please.
That's how you spell please.
Sure.
Fair enough.
No, I gotta say though, now that I've seen how much joy this man has brought to the people in the community, maybe we were
all 2 of them.
too harsh. Yeah, but I mean, that's still, the total happiness has still increased, and I'd say we can learn something from this, and it's that, yeah. Do what makes you happy. That's the takeaway here.
Even if what makes you happy makes you everyone. No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Even if it makes everyone else cringe.
There we go.
Oh, the character growth at the end of the movie cliche. Ding.
Okay, my fanfiction.net broke, but please continue in the leaving the author alone cliche and the not leaving any reviews
Cliche.
Oh, fanfiction.net also died for me for a second. Like, I refreshed and did 404 not found. It's back now, though.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Alright, so,
fanfiction.net is so together by duct tape.
Yeah, man.
Also, YouTubers have a Discord cliche.
Of course, yeah.
Ding.
I think the reason why fanfiction.net is dying, even though the company is still clearly doing things, is that they're more focused on fiction press.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and if you have something full of writing sins or cinema sins, you can put it in our request form link below, right next to the links of our Tumblr and Discord.
Yeah.
As always, outro line cliche ding.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.